So a bunch of you guys are loading up 2K for the first time, and we want to offer you guys a bunch of pro tips to help get you started off on the right track. What's good, AllCity fam? I'm AllCity, and thank you for tuning in. One of the first things that you guys may want to consider doing is joining our Discord. If you're brand new to 2K and you got questions about badges, builds, or anything related to 2K, join the Discord as we have designated mentors available to answer your questions about 2K during your 2K journey. And considering you're brand new to 2K, you may want to find some good teammates to run with. Discord is a great place to find yourself some teammates to run it up on 2K. 15,000 members strong within our Discord. We would love to have you guys join as long as you're on some non-toxic, only positive type of vibes. Join up the Discord. The link for Discord will be in the description below. When loading up 2K, one of the first places and probably one of the first questions you're going to have is, what build should I make on 2K22? I recommend that you make a build that best suits your personal playing style, as 2K drops a ton of patches changing the game and how it functions. So make a build that fits your playing style. But if you guys are curious on the type of builds that I have made and you want to get a good jump start on that build, or you just need like a blueprint to work around and create something similar that suits your needs, I do have these builds on my channel. You're welcome to check them out. The links for these builds will be in the description below. I have the two-way three-point playmaker, the rebounding wing if you want a taller player, a two-way facilitator, a much taller player than my rebounding wing, a two-way inside-out scorer is a 6'4", 6'5" type of build. And I also have this two-way pass-first guard, and it's a 6'9" with Hall of Fame interceptor. And there's some key things. This is why I think it's important for you new guys to pay attention in this video, because we're going to offer you guys some pro tips on how the game actually functions today and what attributes to target on your first build. Now let's go into some key target attributes so you guys could understand what works best for you. You're going to see a lot of players out there with a driving dunk of a 92 or an 84, 86 along those lines. These particular driving dunk key ranges target contact dunks and target key badges like limitless takeoff on Hall of Fame. Your attributes will unlock badge levels. So if you're targeting key badge, if you go higher in an attribute, that may lower the count needed to get a badge to like Hall of Fame. For instance, if I went higher on my driving dunk, as of right now, limitless, you'll see the 6 on the bottom left side of where it says limitless takeoff. You may see that 6 drop to 5 badge points needed to get the badge on Hall of Fame if you go higher in your driving dunk. So understand that although an attribute will unlock a badge or a particular badge level, if you go higher in that particular attribute, you may drop the number of badge points required to get the badge up to higher levels. So keep that in mind. Although it does unlock, you may want to consider going higher. 92 works good for a driving dunk. 80 driving layup unlocks layup packages like the circus layup package, which allows you to Jamal Crawford type of finesse type of move. And there's some key attributes within shooting that you may want to target, because the sniper badge is a key badge to have on NBA 2K22. So you're definitely going to want to target that particular badge. And in order to get this badge up to Hall of Fame, either your 3-point attribute or your mid-range attribute has to be above 80. And you can shoot really consistently with something like a 76, 77 3-point shot. So if you wanted to make a 76 or a 77 3-point shot type of player, considering you're making a taller player with max wingspan, you're worried about a 76 or a 77 type of 3-point shot, then you'll get your mid-range to above 80, so that way you could unlock sniper on Hall of Fame. And that badge will definitely help you guys shoot consistently with a low 3-point rating. Now when we get on over to the playmaking side of things, there's some key attributes that you may want to consider targeting as well, because there's a ton of glitchy players out there with Hall of Fame interceptor providing them auto steals. This is the game that we're playing in 2K22. So if you're brand new to 2K, you may not be aware of how intense those auto steals are in 2K22. The pass accuracy attribute is something that you really want to keep an eye on, because you want to target this bullet passer badge, one of the most key badges for your playmaking, especially if you're not the primary ball handler. Some players will think that they don't need pass accuracy because they're not the point guard. But if you guys do not have your pass accuracy up, I could almost promise you're gonna fall victim to Hall of Fame interceptor. And a lot of players feel like it's okay to run it on silver until you run into 3 or 4 players with Hall of Fame interceptor on. My personal personal recommendation for Bullet Passer, it should be Gold or Hall of Fame. That's my personal recommendation, but a lot of people get away with Silver Bullet Passer. Your ball handle will unlock particular animations for you. Your speed with ball is tremendously important. Now, please don't brush over this portion of the video, because your speed with ball, there's some things that you need to understand about speed with ball, your speed attribute, and acceleration, because this is key right here. Your speed with ball is going to be the long-term effect of dribbling. So if you want to maintain speed across long distances, whether you're the primary ball handler or you're going in transition down the court, this is where your speed with ball attribute actually kicks in. If you have a higher speed with ball attribute, you will be able to maintain a higher speed across long distances down the court. Your speed attribute is actually how fast you are off ball, so keep that in mind. Speed and speed with ball are two totally different things. Speed is in reference to off ball, primarily defense type of stuff, and your acceleration is how quick you move in short spurts. So if you're thinking about speed boosting out there, then you definitely want to have acceleration up at higher levels. There are certain points where acceleration will cut off, and then speed with ball will pick up from where acceleration left off. And that's what you need to understand about those particular three attributes. I hope that made some sense. If you have any more questions, you could definitely ask in our Discord. Now let's talk about the perimeter defense attribute. The perimeter defense attribute is tied into your lateral quickness. Your lateral quickness is when you're holding L2 or your left trigger and you're moving laterally. That's where perimeter defensive attribute kicks in. And this attribute is really important on NBA 2K22. So get that as high as you can to a point that you think suits your needs. Your perimeter defense attribute is tied into a ton of defensive badges that can help you along the perimeter, so it's definitely a key attribute that you would want to really focus on. Whether you're an interior player or a perimeter player, perimeter defense attribute will definitely help you out. If you're a big man, you want to move laterally and you want to move quicker laterally while you're in the paint, perimeter defense is going to help you out as well. Your steal attribute is absolutely key on NBA 2K22, and is not for the sake of actually getting on-ball steals like a lot of you guys may think, but this attribute is what unlocks the Hall of Fame interceptor badge. One of the most dominant badges on 2K22 is Hall of Fame interceptor, as it gives you guys auto steals. That's right, you don't even need to have your hand on the controller, and if you're in the passing lane, 2K will take over your player and give you an automatic steal. And we're seeing a ton of that on 2K22. This is why I explained the importance of having the bullet passer with your pass accuracy, because getting this particular attribute, the steal attribute, to a 90 will unlock that Hall of Fame interceptor badge, and this badge is an absolute game changer. Your blocking attribute, get it to your preference, but try to unlock chase down artists, as chase down artists is absolutely overpowered. So some of these attributes you're just using to target particular badges because animations are tied into these badges. Your vertical attribute is really important as well. This attribute is tied in with rebounds and also chase down blocks, so consider your vertical attribute is really going to help you out there. And your stamina attribute, one of the most important attributes on 2K22 is stamina. This year you cannot play the game with low stamina, as almost every animation is tied into your stamina, including your shooting and shot speed. If your stamina goes low, your shot speed drops tremendously, so really consider increasing your stamina attribute. So those are some key pro tips to help you guys get started off on the right track for NBA 2K22, and this is the first part of a series that will be running for beginners or players that are new to 2K22. I hope you guys found the video helpful and or informative, and if you did, please consider dropping a like on the video. Again, if you're new, please consider subscribing, as we intend to have a ton of 2K22 content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.